You're watching TV9 Digital. I am Adarsh Vepacheru. It has been agreed between India and China that there will be disengagement in the north and south bank of the Pangong Lake. The Chinese side will keep the troop presence in the north bank area to east of Finger 8, and the Indian troops will be based at their permanent base at Dancing Thapa post near Finger 3. But that means we will have to vacate vantage points in the Chota Kailash region. Practically speaking, how much of it is advantage India? What can we expect on ground? Should we trust China? And what may happen when the weather improves? I had a word with retired Air Marshal B.K. Murli, who has a solid understanding of the geography and strategic importance of these areas. On ground, Indian troops will have to pull back from the southern bank of Pangong. I asked the Air Marshal about the significance of these areas and what it means for us if we vacate these areas.
Now they are talking about our troops pulling back from the southern part of the Pangong, which actually encompasses the Chota Kailash range, or it's known as the a small Kailash range. We have occupied vantage positions at the 5 to 6 mountain tops, and we are maintaining that with greatest difficulty during the winter, where the temperature falls to -40. Now, if we vacate those points, then Chinese will have an advantage because today we can overlook their garrison.
Now, Pangong Lake is only one friction point. What about the several other areas nearby where China has transgressed?
It's all, hunky-dory as far as the Pangong Lake is concerned. What about the Depsong Plains, the Demchok Valley, the Gokra Hot Springs, and the Y Junction, very close to the, Aksai. In fact, that is, in my opinion, is a critical area where Chinese have amassed some 20,000 to 20,000 troops, and they are now letting our troops go past the Y Junction in the normal patrolling. In fact, by doing so, the Chinese have got an advantage. They actually dominate that Y Junction, which is to which the Dabruk, Shok, Daulat Beg Oldie road connects.
What will happen after the weather gets better over time and China finds us no longer manning those strategic peaks of Chota Kailash?
When the snow melts and when China finds that our presence in the Kailash range, in the Chota Kailash range is not there, and then our troops have retreated back to the Dancing Thapa post at Finger 3, nothing will prevent them from simply walking through right into the eastern Ladakh area, right past the Pangong Lake. In fact, that would be really a disaster as far as we are concerned.
What could be China's strategy going forward? How prepared is the PLA for the future?
We know for a fact that they are battle ready. They are battle ready because they have completely renovated all the airfields in Tibet. They have brought about 50,000 troops. They have brought armor. They have brought the long-range guns, and they have also brought their complete missile battery very close to the Galwan range. So then we know for a fact that they are battle ready. And particularly after the Rafales started coming to Ambala, their J-20 has become operational, and they have positioned the J-20 squadron in one of the airfields of Tibet Autonomous Region, and they are battle ready. So that means only one thing: once the snow melts, nothing prevents them from actually mounting a strike on the Indian side.
Could China be considering launching an offensive against India in the near future?
Very recently, Jinping, he actually created a central military commission, and he kept it under him. In fact, he has reorganized this PLA and PLA Air Force, and the complete central military commission of China comes under him. And he has been going around telling the PLA and the PLA Air Force everywhere that they should be ready to wage a war in a very short period. That means he is actually advocating cold start conditions as far as PLA is concerned.
Talking about India, Given that we have managed to diffuse the ground situation, what is the message that goes to the nation and the world? And is this a permanent solution?
It sends a very clear message to all countries, all around the world that look, India has actually diplomatically engaged China, and then through bilateral talks and diplomatic efforts, they have managed to resolve the situation, which is actually very good for us. And then it speaks high of our democratic values. At the same time, it's also for the domestic audience who think that the present government is not doing much, and that this will silence them for the time being. But hard or not, we people in uniform or out of uniform, as one can say, we know for a fact that this is something that is not a lasting solution. The lasting solution is to silence them whenever they come with an offensive against us.
China is known to take one step back and two steps forward. Could it be up to something like that right now in other parts of the India-China border?
Chinese have always opened a new front whenever it suited them. Now today, it is just not in eastern Ladakh. They have opened a new front in Barahoti, which is just north of Chamoli and Joshimet area, where a few days ago a catastrophe took place. In fact, they have always claimed that Barahoti doesn't belong to them, it doesn't belong to us, and they have stopped, our troops from going within an area of about 3 kilometers from Barahoti. So now it appears that they have actually put some troops there in Barahoti. Secondly, in the Nakola area, after the Doklam started off in 2017, today they have built a regular railroad in that area. They have built a army PLA training camp, and they came right through the Nakola area and they threatened our soldiers. They were even fist fight just a couple of months ago. And we know what is happening in Arunachal today. China, calls Arunachal as the South Tibet, and they claim that it is their territory. They have come inside. If the reports are to be believed, some 50 kilometers inside, they have built a village in the Appan Subaltri area. Now, they have been opening new fronts all along the Indo-China border, just actually to create some kind of a ferment, some kind of a trouble, and then they want to actually corner us from all sides.